To Dinosaur Island, and as you can see, it's Rose and Mark with his son. He's coming here to teach him how to hunt. And with Rose around, well, it leads to some nice protection, as well as if any carnivores were to try and attack. Of course, teaching his son protection is a huge thing. But there's something strange. Wait, what is that? It's the Indoraptor, whose arm is bent inwards, and also he's standing higher than ever. In fact, his left leg seems to be broken. Something has happened. Something bad. He looks down, spotting Mark, and then just collapses. An Arthropleura approaches, but nothing happens. The Indoraptor doesn't even lunge at it, especially when it exposes itself. Something has happened. Because anything that could take on... Because it's actually pretty darn hard to take on an Indoraptor. Especially this one. And here it is. With a broken hand, with a twisted arm and a broken foot. Something must have done this. As Mark and Angela stand there, next thing you know... The Arthropleura is quickly pulled back. Rose quickly ducks, booking it. Mark picks up his son and runs away. Something pulls the Arthropleura back and is starting to eat it. Nothing appears to happen, but then, out of nowhere, blood. Tons of it spew down. This Arthropleura, no matter what, is dead. Start running up, but then the Indoraptor takes off. Whatever has made this Indoraptor so scared is clearly dangerous. They run to see if the Arthropleura can have a chance at being alive. But when they get there, it's nothing. Just blood that has spewed out and Arthropleura ripped open. So whatever is on this has just clearly came for the vulnerable meat inside and has left the rest to rot. Now this is a big scenario. There's a much more deadly dinosaur out there than the Indoraptor, but no one knows what it can be. Is it a new discovery? We don't know. Sadly, as they stand there, Mark's son is quickly taken. He runs, but of course, and Rose, is back. And Rose run up, just to realize that his son is gone, been ripped away. Probably suffered the gruesome, horrible death, just like that Indoraptor. That's like the Arthropleura. The Indoraptor didn't die, but was really hurt. Probably suffering now. Probably dead. Even if his son's dead, he just realized something. He's got to get back to his sister. Because he cannot leave his sister by herself and just have her die next. But stops at what he sees. As he sees blood again. This is a lot of blood. But then he realizes it has led off to a cliff. So it's basically much over. Mark backs up, accepting that the stegosaur population will die off because his sister is no longer here. Mark is now walking away. He hears something. It's a mating. It's a cry. He turns back. He goes to turn back. Turns, wanting to see what he hopes to see, but instead sees what we can only describe as carnage. Dinosaur after dinosaur after dinosaur all lie dead. First, a Triceratops. Next, a juvenile Tyrannosaurus. A Coolosuchus. Right there. Then a Pachy. But what mostly gets me scared is this very small Rhamphorhynchus. He looks frozen in time, as if trying to defend himself or her against something that killed it. But what made that noise comes out of the cage. His sister, still weak but alive, trying to call down to him. Mark sees it, but he is quickly thrown before he can even make a move. Mark gets up, but then he looks. There's nothing. That's strange because he would have heard a dinosaur. But he doesn't focus on that. So he focuses on getting down to his sister. He starts coming down, avoiding all the carnage around him. They come and reunite. Not wanting to leave his sister's side again. But sadly, she notices that the son is not with them. And it is sad now that their son has been killed. But that does not stop them. But they gotta keep moving. Because apparently there's some dinosaur out to kill them. Walking, but then they stop. Mark sees Rose. But she looks to be hiding. Mark doesn't know. Then he sees something go pure fright. A poor Megaraptor trying to escape from something. They realize it. Rose stopped moving because she saw it. She saw the carnage. And the two do the same. The three dinos quickly duck as they hear footsteps. The tail glides over. They only get a good glimpse of the tail, but they're not going to stay down here to find out what it is or heck even follow it. They start to move onwards. They gotta find a hiding place away from this monster dinosaur. Mark, his sister, and Rose to see the Indoraptor who is actually pretty darn exhausted. And of course, the fact of a broken arm and a broken leg can mean certain death, so he's got to find a nicer place to sleep at, where he's safer. Because a broken leg or even a broken arm can actually mean certain death in Mount Green here. Because some dinosaurs prey on the weak and the injured, like Red Spot. So he takes a risk. One big, very risk. To try and climb. He does something he doesn't think he'll have to do. And stretches his arm. But it's limp and broken, so he's got to do it quickly. He's making some progress. Having the ability to climb now. After all, raptors can climb. And he is part raptor. So he's somewhat okay. Using his arms and his feet. He finally reaches the top. And finally actually finds a good place to sleep. To rest. He does go in a little farther, that way no dinosaurs on the ground can really see him from far. And this is where he will rest. And sleep. And get his energy back up. However, sadly, even though we have discovered this new dinosaur, not all of the animals have heard about it. Like this baby woolly mammoth. Who has sadly who will never live to see the light of day. Though they have found a nice place to nap, they are still not safe from other carnivores. Like Darkback and the Styracosaurus. Because they are born natural killers. Who will live to kill these herbivores. And with them just down below. Of course, as they start going to sleep, they are still, of course, again, not safe. And sadly, in this world, even if you fight hard and are actually really, really good, nothing, you will not be able to be protected. As Mark is killed. So as we say our final goodbyes to Mark as his neck is snapped. And of course, the time will come where species will die out. Just like the Stegosaurus population. as Mark and his sister are now killed. So, today's adventures are over, sadly. And we shall miss Mark and his sister, as now they have been wiped off the face of the earth. Well, we will see you next time, guys.